everybody, here we are again, welcome along, and today we have a follow-up, a sequel to a video that went live a couple of weeks ago now, and that was the one that's called Doubling Up, where I took a paradiddle and doubled up each eighth note into 16th notes in turn. You probably remember that. If you haven't seen it, check it out, take a look at it, because it's kind of the starting point for what we're going to do today. Also on that subject, thanks to all the new subscribers who have come on board. I see your subscriptions coming up every day and I check you out. Really glad to have you on board. There's over 200 videos on the channel going back, some of them very, very many years indeed. So there's lots to pick through and lots of content for you to get your teeth into. So don't just look at the new uploads, do have a dip into some of the old things from the past, and there's one or two nice performance videos on there that I'm actually quite pleased with. But today we're going to take that doubling up thing and take it to the next step. And the obvious logical next step to doubling the note is to make 3 notes. So the 8th note becomes 16th note triplet. And let's do that with a really simple common sticking, which is just this right, left, left, right, left, right, right. So we're going to take each note in turn and take it from an 8th note to 16th note triplets. So on the first note, that's going to give us this. 1, 2, 3. Now it's important that we maintain the... So the 16th note triplet has got to be a sticking that brings it round to whatever the next hand is in the sticking sequence of motion. So if we put the triplet on the second note, so that first left hand note, we're going to have to do something slightly different because we want it to come out. If we go, that would then make the kind of underlying sticking, but we don't want that. We want... So what we've got to do is this. We're going to play a double stroke in the right hand. So if the triplet's on the third note of the, it's going to be singles again. So you could take that and just slowly walk it through the different orchestration permutations that the standard set of drums affords us. If you're new around here, you may not know about this. If you're a regular, you've heard it so many times, but there's a full detailed explanation of my approach to orchestration using 3 sound sources and actually identifying and quantifying all the different permutations that exist in that kind of grid. And there is a grid which gives you all the 72 different moves of getting from A to B. So if you're interested in that book, you can. We've still got a few physical copies remaining, or you can get it as a download, but either of which you can get from here. So now let's take our triple up, registered trademark, idea, and let's put it into the context of another sticking. So let's put it through a double paradiddle, which, as you know, is this. So if it occurs on the first note of the paradiddle, we're going to get this. And just like we did with the simpler 3-note pattern before, improvise. away from being too snare drum centric. I'm doing that quite slowly, and there's a good reason for that. It's because I'm thinking about where I'm going, what motion I'm using, what the next destination sound source is going to be. And because I'm thinking about it, I'm not using muscle memory. I'm actually using fine motor skills. It's my brain that's doing the work, not my forearms. So if we take the triplet and move it through the double paradiddle onto the second note, gives us that on the third note. On the fourth note, that one's quite interesting because we've got, let's slow it right down. That little combination of going from the 16th note triplets into the double stroke has got that really nice feeling of unfamiliarity. I'm thinking, hey, this is something that my hands don't do as a matter of course. I always keep an eye out for things like that, because that means we're breaking new ground. We're going into uncharted water. So just like with the, where we had to go to keep the original sticking sequence intact, as it were, when we play the triplet on note 5, so we've got to go. And all this stuff could be absolutely perfectly usable solo vocabulary in 3/4 or in 4/4. Just play it so it goes over the bar line. 3-beat phrases in 4/4 soloing work really, really well. This is something we've talked about in previous videos. So on the final note, gives us that. So we've taken the 16th note triplet and we've moved it through every possible 8th note in our double paradiddle. And if nothing else, it's a new and different warm-up. It's a good way to start your practice day, playing something new. Always play new stuff. Don't just play the same things that you know you can do. Push yourself, challenge yourself, work hard, have fun. See you soon.